shortened significantly for the winner tonight because you get that bye in the quarterfinals with the #2 overall seed. We are underway. Mike Sisselberger, Luke Wierman, another one of those rookies. Wierman out of Maryland, taking draws for the Outlaws.
To live in San Diego during the year, so he gets plenty of time trying to stop Trey Leclerc's shot. And he said that the biggest difference that separates Leclerc is just the amount of power he can get from that spot, but his ability to change the angle on a dime like a hockey player. It's incredible.
Anderson picks up a big GB. There's O'Neal.
I know that his wife and young child, son Finn, was his first flight. He's an infant under the age of 1. Jumped on a plane to watch Dad play for the first time. Dad's off to a pretty good start. As the difference is huge. You win, you're the 2 seed. You lose, you're the 5.
Wierman, he's not afraid to shoot, and he does and scores.
I've seen this all too many times not to respect Luke Wierman and pick him up. I know that you got to deal with Eric Law and Brendan O'Neal. Luke Wierman is an athlete who is exceptional with the ball in his stick as a shooter. You don't pick him up, he's going to make you pay. And he just blasts that by Dobson. You got a decision to make if you're a defense. If you're Graham Hossack, if you're Warren Jeffrey, do we pick him up? If not, that's what's going to happen.
Wierman and the Outlaws respond in 4 seconds.
These battles at the stripe are awesome.
Love the sound with it we get to. Pacino with a nice GB. Another rookie. For them too. Two-way player, can play some D-midi if you need him to. We'll see him on the field a lot, 21 in white. Sisselberger wins the face-off back. Wires now looking for help and finds it. Overbeat. Tried to find the cutter, can't work. Long shot down.
Wierman's off to a good start, Cotter. He's up 5-1 at the stripe against Sisselberger. In that last game when they played down in Charlotte earlier in the season in June, he won 12 of the last 14 faceoffs.
He also has a goal earlier on in the game to boot. Sisselberger won that face-off, but
with that right-handed hammer.
Takes some abuse from Wires, too. He was still able to get plenty of power on that shot. Look at a loose ball hold. It's going to go against Sisselberger and Utah.
When Hanley was able to drive, it actually freed up his hand.
Denver started poorly shooting, 1 for 14. They're 3 for their last 5, so they're heating up. Here's Anderson, cutting back to the middle of the field. He'll shoot on the run. Bounces it too high. Hey, tomorrow night, Sunday Night Baseball live with the 7th annual M out for the Utah Archers. They're back knotted up at 4 apiece. Sisselberger wins the draw and quickly gets it back to a teammate. That's going to be a fun battle all night long, Kark. I think those two are very evenly matched. Zawada picks up the ground ball. Denver back on offense with low.
Yes, it was, I swear. Watch it, watch it. I swear to you. I wouldn't lie to you. Yeah! Attaboy, Luke!
Age former.
There was no team.
No.
Right? And if you know Eric Law, everyone respects him. And honestly, I don't think he would lie. He's like the boy next door.
Yeah, he's like, Maddie, come on, you know I wouldn't lie to you. Maddie's like, yes, you would. Wierman right now winning the battle with Sisselberger, 8 face-offs to 3. Sisselberger will shoot, it's too high, but Fields backs it up to keep possession.
You get the leadership of Eric Law. You heard him under the mic. I mean, it's a team now. Like, they're comfortable with each other. You think back to early in the season in June when they beat the Archers in Charlotte. They come from behind for 7 goals.
Yeah.
Man on!
And then they had a couple of games like the one in Boston. You and I called that game. Play tonight, 2 for 3.
Now, Schreiber throws that through pass as well as anyone. And all the years I've watched Grant Ament, he's right up there in terms of throwing that pass. That is a really difficult pass. And the reason it works so much with Schreiber and Ament, they change the level of their sticks. They start high and they give a nice time. They catch it and they plant and rip. They're in front of the line. He stayed so high, and by staying high, he catches it, and he gets that extra little crow hop.
3 points in 33 seconds for the Archers. They're back on top, and the crowd's back in it. Sisselberger, look at the abuse he's taking. And dishing out. Still has the ball, takes a shot, it's high. How does he do it?
What a beast. What an absolute beast. Right, like, you can never question his toughness.
That was ridiculous. Closing the gap on the face-off deficit as well. He's won 3 straight. Turn to deal with a scoring drought. They're just 1 for their last 11 shooting. 4 straight points for Utah to forge this 2-point lead. Face-off violation. So Denver will.
Crowd's yelling, I can't hear the fucking down.
The PLL was ahead of this sixes format by implementing the Champ Series too, and that's a terrific product. But the Archers now on a 5-0 run, 4 of their last 8 shooting. Denver, flip side, 0 for 4 shooting during that same quarter last night. The overtime game winner against the California Redwoods, and then multiple goals again.
And gives the Archers their largest lead of the night inside 4 minutes to play.
Thank you, thank you.
Cash App powering the athletes under the helmet. And Utah has taken control, and they've gotten on his Tukas.
Wierman needs to go on a run. When they beat the Archers down in Carolina, he won 12 of the last 14 faceoffs. That has to happen tonight. It's almost like a carbon copy.
He was getting the better of Sisselberger in the first half, and Sisselberger's made up all the ground. But he's here to cheer on his team. Got a big cheer from the crowd here when he took to the sidelines.
What a class act he is.
They understand the importance he is to this franchise.
Checks every box.
Sisselberger, he's been huge in the second half as well. Coming downhill like a cement truck.
I don't know how he does it. He takes a beating. I mean, it almost looks like he has a. This is going to be a dangerous group because they're going to be playing for their captain, 26 in orange, the rest of the season. He will inspire them. The team will come together because everyone's going to say they can't win without Tom Schreiber.
8-1 run for Utah. And Denver is reeling right now on the road, desperately trying to come back to salvage this game and somehow win that Western Conference. It's an uphill battle now.
Good news is they're good from 2, second in the league, only behind the Cannons.
Anderson gets hammered, does get a shot off. Long gets the bounce pass.
Before he actually shoots
it. That viewpoint with the sun setting behind was unbelievable by our crew in the truck. Great job. Sisselberger wins the faceoff, which was a huge faceoff, by the way, man down.
You know, if Denver can get it back, I mean, if they get a power play opportunity against Utah has the worst penalty kill in the PLL at 50%.
Yeah.
So you want those opportunities, and if you're cashing in the ACC, and one was drafted late, one wasn't drafted, but make no mistake about it, they belong on a team because they know where pay dirt is.
Now Denver's got to move quickly. Wierman staying in the game. He knows time is of the essence. Now he's in a little bit of trouble looking for help.